Hello grade 2 students, welcome to a new lecture. Today we're going to learn new grammar lesson and we're going to learn how to write a friendly letter. Our grammar lesson is about subjects. Are you ready? Let's start. Subjects. What is a subject? Look, remember that every sentence must have a subject. In order to know the subject of a sentence, you have to ask who or what the sentence is about. For example, here we have the boy rode the bike. Who rode the bike? Who? The boy. So the boy is the subject. I'm going to give you another example. For example, the dogs are my favorite animals. Who or what are my favorite animals? The dogs. So the dogs is the subject. So don't forget, you have to ask who or what the sentence is about in order to know the subject of the sentence, the subject or the subjects. When we say subjects, it's more than one subject in a sentence. Comma. What is a comma? I'm going to show you the comma first. This is a comma. Commas are used in dates. They are used to separate words in a series. What do I mean by words in a series? For example, I like cats, comma, dogs, comma, and birds. So these are words in a series. They are used in greetings, for example, dear mom, comma, and closing. We will learn about them more. Let's move on. In this exercise, we have to circle the answer that has the subject underlined correctly. The first sentence, letter A. Jacob has a pet frog. They underlined frog. What or who is the sentence about? Who has a pet frog? It's Jacob. So Jacob is the subject of the sentence. Letter B, they underlined pet. Letter C, they underlined has. Letter D, they underlined Jacob. Jacob has a pet friend. Who has a pet friend? Jacob. So Jacob is the subject of the sentence. Number 2, we have to circle the answer that shows a complete answer. Letter A, the pet is. Is this a complete sentence? The pet is what? Letter B, the pet is my friend. This is a complete sentence. Let's read the rest. Letter C, my friend. It makes sense? Of course it doesn't. Letter D, is my friend. Who is my friend? Or what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not a complete sentence. So the answer that shows a complete answer is letter B. Number 3. What word is the subject of this sentence? Let's read the sentence together. Cats are very smart animals. Who or what are very smart animals? Cats. So the subject is cats. Number 4. What is the subject of this sentence about? The dog goes for a walk. Who goes for a walk? Or what goes for a walk? Who goes for a walk? So don't forget, always ask who or what. So the dog goes for a walk. So we have to circle the dog because the dog is the subject of this sentence. We have two sentences. We have to add a subject to the following sentences. The first sentence, blank is my best friend. You can write any name. You can write Sarah, Sammy. My mother is my best friend, for example. I wrote Sarah. Sarah is my best friend. The second sentence, blank has a pet fish. Who has a pet fish? You can add any name, okay? You can add any subject. I added Adam. Adam has a pet fish. Who has a pet fish? Adam. So Adam is the subject of the sentence. Now we're going to watch a short video about a friendly letter, and then I'm going to explain more, and we're going to practice a short friendly letter.
Welcome everyone to this presentation where I'm going to share with you the different parts of a friendly letter. Frankie, like a letter, has many parts that make up his whole body. A friendly letter too has many parts that make up what we call a letter. Let's take a look. There are 5 parts to a friendly letter: the heading, the greeting, or what some may call the salutation, the body, the closing, and the signature. The heading can include your address and the date. In a casual friendly letter, your address is not necessary. This is the greeting. For example, Dear Angela would be the greeting, or Dear blank. The blank is for the name of the person you are writing to. After you write the person's name, you put a comma. This is the body of the letter. In the body of the letter, this contains all of the information that you are talking about in your letter. You always want to be sure to include lots of details and your voice in your writing. The reader should be able to read your personality within your letter, and also be able to visualize and maybe even have an emotional connection to your letter. This is the closing. In the closing, the first word is capitalized and you put a comma after the last word. Some examples of closings are sincerely, your friend, love, or very truly yours. In the signature, this contains your name. It goes under the closing, and it can be printed or written in cursive.
Before we start with the prompt, now we have an idea about about how to write a friendly letter, and we all know that in a friendly letter we have to use the comma properly. I'll tell you and I'll explain how. This is a short friendly letter. Let's read it together. Dear Hadi. Dear Hadi, and we can see that we have a comma after Hadi. So Dear Hadi is the greeting of the letter. Okay, Dear Hadi is the greeting. So we have to put a comma after the greeting. In the letter I wrote, I have a new puppy. His name is Mike. When will you come to visit him? So this is what I wrote in my letter. The closing of my letter is your friend. So after the closing, we have to put a comma. And under the closing, I wrote my name. So commas in a friendly letter are used after the greeting and closing. Don't forget. Now the prompt of our writing. First, we have to write a letter to a friend telling him or her about a pet friend that is special to you. Be sure to use precise words. Let's fill the graphic organizer first by answering the questions together, and then we will write the full story. Of course, you can write your own story. Name of your friend, you can write any name. You can write David, Sam, you can write Heba, for example. I wrote Sam. Name of your pet and what kind. You can write about any pet that you have or you wish to have. I wrote about Olive. Olive is a bird. I really have a bird at home, and I'm going to show you Olive at the end of this video. Now we're going to write 3 reasons why you think your pet is special. The first reason, I think my pet is special because it's easy to take care of. The second reason, I think because my bird sings nice songs. Like let's say if you wrote about a dog, you can write his ears are long. You think that your dog is special because his ears are long or because his legs are short. Okay, or because he likes to nap. The third reason I wrote, he doesn't eat much. Your wishes, it's the closing of your letter. Don't forget to add the comma after the closing. Your friend Adam, I should write your friend Heba, right? But this is a short letter. Together. The date, Monday, November 6th. This way is the shortcut of November. We are going to learn about them more later. The greeting, what is the greeting of my letter? Dear Sam. Of course, I added the comma. I have a new pet bird. I named it Olive. What is the name of my pet? Olive. Olive is special. It is easy to take care of him. He sings nice songs. He doesn't eat much. It is fun to have him in my house or in the house. Your friend, this is the closing. Don't forget the comma and your name. This is my pet. This is Olive. I promised you that I will show you Olive. Stay safe and I hope to see you soon.